Shalom, shalom, family. I had to return and give this other message because this is very, very important that I get this out and I get it out today. Very important. So those who have an ear, please listen to what the Spirit has to say. Okay? So April the 1st, but it was like at 12 o'clock prayer last night, 2023. He said, "My love is for all mankind, but I get nothing back." He said, and so many, and I know it's millions of people that just don't want to reach out to Yahshua. They are just so lost. He said, this is the twist now. He said, all witches will die soon. He said, they will die in the darkness that's coming. He said, you must repent. Family, you know there are a lot of people that's out there doing wickedness. They're doing all kind of witchcraft, all kind of things they're doing. They've been doing it for many years, and I know that. It happened to me in a church. There were many people who died in the church on the pulpit, who died sitting in the choir, who died sitting out in the pews over a span of 4 months. But they prep you before it comes. So they start telling you little crazy stuff like, oh, somebody's sinning in here and God's going to take people out. And they're not going to make it because they in sin, and just whatever stories or so-called prophecies that they want to administer to the people in the congregation. That's what they did. And then after that, so some of these churches are witchcraft church. That's why God told me to come out, because it's too many people on that pulpit that's in deep, deep wickedness. And I know one for sure that's still going, and the members don't believe. But that's up to them. That's between them and the Lord, because they probably won't make it either unless they come out of there. And there was another message that I missed, and one that I just got through praying not too long ago. And he said, this is for, the one that I missed was the one that he said there will be more storms. Now, he spoke this in my spirit. He said, more storms will get worse. More storms will get worse. More storms will get worse. Back in the, I would say maybe in the 90s, early 90s to mid 90s, he told me, I was laying down sleeping, and I could hear the, sounded like an angel talking in my ear, whispering, but I could feel the breath of the air hitting my ear. I think it was my right ear. I never forgot it to this day. But the angel said, greater and greater disasters. Greater and 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 greater. And the greater just kept on continuously. And I woke up out of my sleep. And I shared it with my husband the next morning. And not long after that, that was when there was a bad storm that came through Louisiana, where the coffins and the caskets came up out of the ground. I think the Mississippi had overflowed, and from then on, those disasters kept getting worse and worse and worse and worse and worse and worse and worse. And my husband said, this is what you were hearing in the middle of the night. And I said, yep, I see. Because when he gave it to you, like I said, he gave it to you in part. But unless he's giving you a message or something to do, a mission to do, I mean, when those dreams comes in part. So a little while ago, he said, tell them things are moving fast. He said, more horrible storms are approaching the lands with an S. So it's just not America, it's other lands too. He said, be still and know that I am the only living God. He said, with love in my heart to lead my people, the chosen ones, home, back home to their land. He said, many are still not ready. So pray for those slowful individuals. He said, they are stubborn, thinking this is the land I have for my people. This is a place I have prepared. Not this. He said, there is a place I have prepared. He said, ask and I will make a way out of no way. And he's saying that if you want to leave before he comes to get his people. And then he said, you must believe. And then he said, you need to ask him. He said, just ask me. And then he said, much love. And then he said, I come quickly. So he went from one thing to another. He was telling us how stubborn we are. And we are stubborn. There are some men, there are some women out there that are very hardcore. And I see them. I hear them. I feel them. They're hard. And they're not believing. So, family, I'm just saying we have to pray for them. And I really hope that they will break down behind all these disasters and things that they're seeing that's upon the lands of the world. Because when he comes, it's going to be too late. The door is going to be closed. And they're going to have to stay in this horrible, horrible place for the years that it's going to take for Yahshua to allow his work to be done. Just know he's still head of all things. I want to say by ending, because this is just going to be short, he says, like to remember as we leave, to don't look back, no sales, and to be obedient. Like he was saying, as you're boarding, don't push, don't shove, be obedient and listen to the leaders. Listen, don't let the angels have to get you. Listen to the leaders. As the angels speak, as the leaders speak, pay attention and listen. And we'll move quickly. Be blessed. Be blessed. Be blessed with these messages I've given tonight. Because more and more I get from him, I just feel so honored and so special that it's just like you telling me this to share with your people. I am elated. That's all I have to say. I'm just overwhelmed with joy. But to see what's going on is like, oh my God, we got to get through this. He said we would be here to see it. And we are. So his word doesn't lie. And if you don't believe what I'm saying, go on a fast. You don't even have to go on a fast. Just pray about it. Get in your quiet place with your word and your time with him. And he'll reveal it to you. Have a blessed evening. Much love. Have a great week. Hope all stay well. Speak it out your mouth. Believe it in your heart. Much love, family.